Carter, Eden Hall Upper Elementary, Rams. Number 5, Dave Merlot, Archangel Gabriel Catholic School, Knights. Number 6, Brody Carter, Hudson Middle School Explorers. 9, William Sproul, Marshall Middle, Tiger. 10, Luca Filiaggi, Franklin Elementary, NA Tigers. 11, Jack Rio, Seneca Valley Raiders. 16, Colin Julius, Myers Area Centennial School District, Fighting Planets. 18, Carter Shoe, Hughes Township Indians. Number 20, Cruz Armstrong, Eden Hall Upper Elementary, and we are Rams. Number 24, Brady Paris, Neil Armstrong Middle School, Bethel Park, Blackhawks. Number 29, Preston Clutter, Hampton Middle School, Talbots. 34, Ryland Alter High, Area Centennial School, Fighting Planets. Number 43, Cam Evans, St. Clair Parish School, Celtics. 77, Jake Starr, Seneca Valley Raiders.
Number 78, Austin Wu, Marshall Elementary School, Tigers. 88, Brandon Kaminsky, Marshall Middle School, Tigers. 90, Tano Law, Hay Middle School, Raiders.
Good afternoon, Swirly Nation, and welcome back to Hazel Park, Michigan, outside of the beautiful city of Detroit, Michigan, for the 4th game of the Detroit Challenger Series. And this game will be a prelude to an NHL matchup later on this evening as we get the Anaheim Junior Ducks and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. You heard it right, folks. A prelude to the Penguins Ducks this evening. It's Penguins and Ducks in the afternoon. This, the 11-year-old version. Anaheim making the trip to Michigan from the state of California. I'm not sure what their record's like in this event so far. I know they have a win earlier yesterday. I think they might be 1-2, and I think the Pens may be 1-2 coming in. A bit of a, maybe a rubber match here. Ducks appear to be 1-1-1, maybe. We are about to get started here. Cinnamon Swirl TV. Welcome everybody from around the globe, really, but I know we've got some new friends joining us in California, fans of the Ducks. Welcome to Cinnamon Swirl Television. Please subscribe below. And we're underway here in Michigan. The starting lineup for your Penguins in at number 29, Nini's boy, Preston Bowie Clutter. Up front for the Penguins. On defense, it'll be 88, Brennan Kaminsky, and 90, Tino Villela. At wing, Brody Carter and Carter Schub. And the center, number 78, Austin Wu. The Penguins have the puck in the Ducks' end. The Ducks look to break it up through center. A pass to the wing bounces over the streaking Duck forward in for Villela, who misplays it a bit, and Carter will pick up the puck. He tosses it into the feet of Shuby, who's able to gain the blue line. Escape to center. He'll tap it forward for Villela, but right to a Duck. The Ducks will dump, and the Pens are going to change. The Ducks are looking for a change. Real overskates the puck. The puck gets tricky here along the boards. We've mentioned before the dashers in some places are all but disappeared. It looks like there's probably hills in the ice. There's like a crease along the boards that the puck gets stuck in. I don't think they've scraped the sideboards in a couple of years. So there's a lot of snow even at the start of a game. There's also a little dip there, so you'll see the puck get caught up a bunch along the wall. We're back to the vantage point here. And no icing, apparently. We have one ref calling icing. The other one wasn't. I don't think he was paying attention, quite frankly. But the Pens will run a breakout here. It's Armstrong finding Real, who drives in the right-hand side. He'll fire one from a bit of a tough angle that's cleared by the Ducks. And the Pens are going to head to the penalty box here as Jake Starr gets his stick into a Duck player. No whistle yet. Penguins get to the puck. It's tied up, and finally we get a whistle. Starr's going to head off on a trip here. And the Ducks are going to head to the power play early in the first. A bit of a wonky start thus far. And penalty killers are going to be Paris and Filiaggi. An early penalty on Starr. We've got Ofterite and Merlot, the D pair, set to work the PK. So the vantage point back in the corner. We'll bring you that when we're at the opposite end. It may be hard to see exactly who's doing what, but we'll do the best we can to bring it to you. The Ducks win the draw back to the point. Winding, firing off the backside of a Penguin defenseman and cleared out by Merlot. It's off of a Duck stick, so no icing. The Ducks will go into their own end and try to set things up behind their own cage. Filiaggi chases him out from behind. The Ducks weave through center. A feed to the outside, defended well by Merlot. A drop pass. Filiaggi there to break that play up. The Ducks will dump it further into the corner. Merlot battles. Penguins need a little bit of support. The Ducks come away with it. A reversal back behind. Merlot continues to battle. Penguins are short-handed as the Ducks will feed one cross ice, looking for a cross ice feed. Paris will break it up, and Ofterite will shovel it back out to center. And a pass picked off by Filiaggi. He can't get control. And the Ducks will retreat again to their blue line. A pass up to the Penguins' blue line, defended by Merlot, but tapped right back to a Duck. They'll wind and crank it in. It skips through Clutter, where Evans will pick it up, shorthanded in his own end. He'll go high off the boards, all the way down, no icing. Wu giving the forecheck pressure for the Penguins. Wu into the corner, ties him up. 15 left on the penalty as the Ducks come away with the puck. Snapping it across, Evans breaking it up right to Wu. Wu will fire one, glove hand side, that's batted down. Out of the air, and back come the Ducks. Anaheim through center, penalty is expired. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as Starr joins. The Ducks will shoot one wide of Clutter's cage. Kaminsky to the puck, tapping it forward. Evans, now Kaminsky. Kaminsky tied up along the wall. Wu gets there to help support. Poking at it, chopping at it, and it'll be centered, but right to Villela, who hits Shub. Shub blazing out the center. He's cut off by a Duck defense. They'll pop it back to the Pens blue line. Evans was looking for a line change as he was out for the penalty kill. Off the stick of Kaminsky and back into Clutter where it's covered up. No, it's loose. A shot trickles wide of the net. Carrying it back out in front, trying to anyway, where the Ducks, they bank it off the boards. Nobody home at the point, and it'll be a streaking Carter flying up the ice for the Penguins' left-hand side. He's got a trailer and Wu. Pressured from behind, he'll get a shot off. Blocked by the Duck goaltender. Brought back on through center by Anaheim. The Ducks will toss it in wide of Clutter's cage. No icing here. Starr back, plays the puck, and he'll get control. So the Penguins kill an early penalty, and they'll try to build some momentum off of that as a beautiful tap breakout pass by Shub. Finds Wu. Wu hauled down on the play. No call. Shot from Carter. Skips in. Stopped by Anaheim's goaltender down low again. Wu to the puck. He'll dump it further. Armstrong on with Sproul. As Wu gets a change, they'll have Real join the play. Penguins getting fresh forwards on the ice. Star picks the puck up at center, and the Pens will look to regroup. Firing it across the way for Real, who drives in the left side this time. Cuts it back to the middle, fires a backhander that goes the whole way through the crease to the opposite corner. The Ducks reverse past Armstrong, and they'll play catch behind the net. Puck in front, slapped in at the Duck net, kept out again. Off the right, I'll peel it off the wall at the blue line, driving the left side. Possessing, nice tap pass low for Real. I saw the ref's arm go up. I think he was adjusting his sleeve. The Ducks are coming back out the other direction now. Angling is Sproul, taking the body. No call there either. Referees letting them play on both sides. A centering feed by the Ducks off of a stick in front. Out to the point it goes for a shot. It'll be picked up by Sproul. It rolls off of his stick. Off their height will gather it in. The Ducks were changing. He'll fire it up the side looking for Real. Real keeps the pressure on as the Ducks go D to D. Pressured the opposite side. It's Sproul. Penguins getting a line change as it's dumped in. Chasing after it is Armstrong. Villela pinching deep, able to keep control of the puck in the Ducks zone. Evans will knock it free. It bounces just past Villela, who is retreating back to the blue line. And back comes Anaheim, sending a bouncing puck into the Penguins' end where it'll be picked up by Kaminski. Kaminski up to Villela, tapping it to Evans. He'll spin it up ice, pressured from behind, able to get it right to Filiaggi, who tries to cut to the middle. His chance broken up. Evans with a backhander that's kicked out. This Anaheim goalie looks to be really good down low so far. Shot from Paris on a beautiful feed by Filiaggi out of the corner. Evans will get in the corner. He's spun around. He's able to work it further to Filiaggi. Anaheim taps it even further, but there's Paris to take control. Back for Villela. He'll wrap it all the way around. Evans cuts in. The Ducks rim it all the way through, but Kaminski keeps it in the Ducks zone. Penguins, relentless pressure right now as the Ducks carry it out through center. Into the Pens' end for a shot on Clutter that's in the paraphernalia and held by the Penguin netminder. Great shift there from Paris, Evans, Filiaggi to really pin it in the Ducks' end for the majority of that minute. We're at 7:05, it looks like, period one. Welcome to Cinnamon Swirl TV. Again, subscribe below. We want to get those subscribers up. We've driven up over 500 on our quest for 1,000 as Shub centers one. It goes the whole way through. It'll be picked up by the Ducks in the corner. I think that's the Ducks' Clark back there. Trying to get the Duck names down pat here for our viewers in the great golden state of California. Penguins, Ducks here from Detroit, Michigan. In the corners, Wu working. Carter will come out with it. Chuby driving the net. The pass is picked off by Anaheim's defense. They send it back in front of their net where it trickles just wide of the cage off the stick of Wu. Back to the point it comes for a shot by Julius that is sticked to the corner by the Duck goaltender. I think their goaltender's tough today for this one. Wu buzzes down the right-hand side, carries in deep. He's cut off by a Duck, and they'll try to break it out. Great puck pressure there by Shub. Breaks it up a bit, but the Ducks able to whack it all the way down, and they'll pick it up at the Penguin blue line and carry it in. It gets Greenspan hitting a trailer coming right down Main Street who carries it wide. This is actually Clark around behind, leaving one for a teammate whose shot trickles wide. That was Torrey. I'm sorry, not Torrey, that's Rodriguez. Back to Clark. Cutting across the middle of the top of the Penguin zone. Ducks with heavy pressure here. A shot, stick on puck blocked by Armstrong. And off the right, he'll fire it out the center to Armstrong. He'll tap it over to Real. Real will drive the right side. Into the corner he goes. Tossing it all the way back to Merlot. who fires it cross ice to Ofteride, and the Pens look to set it up D to D, changing the attack angle. Real stepping back to cover the point for Ofteride as it'll be popped over to Armstrong. Armstrong up high for Ofteride. As he loses control, the Ducks will come back, but Real there, picking the puck up and charging back the other direction. Into the Duck zone, cutting to the middle, firing cross, crease blocked. Tried to catch the goalie moving right to left and shooting back the other way, but it's blocked by a Duck defender. And back comes Anaheim. That'll be Trompetta over for Greenspan, whose shot is into the glove of Clutter. We get a whistle, a stop and play, as we are down in the under 4.5 minutes to play in the first. I don't want that to get hit by the puck and fall. Paris waved out of the dot, as well as Buck. So it'll be Evans leaning in the defensive zone. He'll win the draw to Villela, who taps it behind for Kaminsky's, and the Pens will try to run a breakout. Pressured is Filiaggi on the half wall, right back to the point for the Ducks, and they'll shoot it into the opposite corner. Villela and Paris will battle there. Penguins get it out to the point. Evans stick on puck, but it's popped right back into the corner. Ducks here with some pressure. Side of the net. Off of Vasquez's stick. Pressured by Kaminsky. Pulling it into the middle are the Ducks. Getting a shot that skips wide of Clutter as the Ducks have taken over the puck pressure game here. And Paris has it rolled off of his stick, but it'll be a slash. And the Pens are going to head to the Sir Pizza power play for the first time in this one. Looks like 63 Vasquez heads to the sin bin for a minute and a half, and the Penguins will go to their first Sir Pizza power play of the game. Power play unit for the Pens will be Starr, and I believe that's Julius, with Wu, Carter, and Shub. It's Shub with the puck. Over to Julius. Finding a streaking Carter. He'll try to throw a backhand through that's turned back. Julius' shot from outside skips wide of the net. Kept in by the Penguins, though. Pressure continues. Battled for at the line. Dumped back into the corner. Wu will get there and attempt to gain control, and does. Will carry behind the net. Centering feed turned away by the Ducks defense. It's picked up by Shub. He looks back for Wu in the corner. Just not quite the right line, but the Ducks breakout is broken up as they try to come out the opposite side. It's all Penguins right now on the power play. They just haven't gotten anything in and through. Starr back for Wu in the corner. He'll cross with Starr. Penguins, Wu, looking to Julius, who creeped down the other side. Penguins turn it over as they weave to the middle. 17 left on the penalty kill. As the Ducks gain center red and dump it deep, Penguins need of a line change. Starr will get the puck. He tries for Wu at center. It's off of a Duck. Can they get it dislodged? They will. It'll be Shub following on. His shot up high. Rebound kept out as well. And the Ducks free one from the sin bin, and it's a 2-on-1 into the Penguin zone, defended by Merlot. Back checked by Ofteride. He'll pick the play off, come back the other way, tapping it forward, looking for Real. It's deflected by a Duck right back to Ofteride. Sticky weaves into the offensive zone. Back to the point to Merlot. Merlot looking off the stick of Sproul and wide of the cage on a deflection. It'll be Armstrong to the puck. He'll rim it back deep behind the Duck net as the Penguins take their turn to pressure. We're about a minute and a half left in this 0-0 period one. Penguins, Ducks. Puck set up by Clutter, picked up by Merlot. He'll go off the boards, up the ice is a streaking Sproul who gains the Duck end. Dangles one, winds, fires, and it's wide of the glove side. Sproul with a nifty move there to get free and fire a puck that just goes wide of the cage. Back to center ice where Villela misses Kaminski on the pass. Tick-tock goes the clock inside a minute. Villela up for up for Armstrong. Puck banked off of the official, and Paris will get to it. Penguins shifts got a little long here at the end of the first. About 30 seconds left as Villela drives in. Weaving to the outside, looking to the middle. He'll carry it all the way around instead, hitting his defense partner, Julius, driving in. He'll try to go not quite all the way around. Depth here from this end, difficult to pick up as the Pens do work behind the Ducks net. It'll be Filiaggi. He's pressured and spun around. Evans there in support, advances it further into the Duck zone. Paris, now Evans a line fire, it's off the goaltender's short side shot there, and you'll hear here soon the horn. A 0-0 period one in Michigan. Ducks Penguins. Again, thank you guys for joining us. Be sure to subscribe below. Especially all you guys joining us out in Anaheim. We appreciate you jumping on. Hit the subscribe button for us. We have all of our fans around the globe. I know we've got Toontown, Saskatoon up in Saskatchewan. We often have the Canary Islands joining us. But thanks, everybody. People from all over. I think we actually got blocked in China, I was told, because of the music in the background. So I don't think they're getting the YouTube feed anymore, but it'll be, we're getting ready here to start the second period. A 0-0 tie. We'll be able to bring you some of that Penguin offense coming right into your living room here. As we bring it from the corner, we're without color commentator Colby Armstrong, who's again he's got some duties in Pittsburgh with the Penguins and Ducks game that'll be occurring there. So if you're back in Pittsburgh, be sure to tune in, watch or listen to Colby. I think he might be on the radio tonight. Maybe a little post game action for the Arm Dog. Into the corner it goes. Evans will pick it up. Filiaggi there with the support. Nice body position by the Ducks, but the Penguins will come away with it. Evans pitchforks it back to Starr. Starr's shot from the point kicked out. Right back to Evans in the corner. He'll fire it around behind for Paris. It's out the left side by the Ducks, and they'll getting red and dump it in. Ducks getting a change. Starr picks it up. Starr winds through center. He hits Filiaggi. He's got Evans driving it was a 4-on-2. The Penguins turn it over. Penguins were changing behind. They're able to get plenty of guys back, it looks like, as that shot is in behind. Clutter fell down on the play. Does a bit of a barrel roll in the crease as the puck's behind the Pens net. I don't know if he was bumped or what happened there. Ducks control half wall, fanning on a pass. That'll be picked off and forced out of the zone by Evans. He'll look for a change. He and Filiaggi able to get off. Into the corner, it'll be Carter. Now Gassot leaving it for Thompson of the Ducks. The Ducks will try the right-hand side up off the glass. An indirect pass that's kicked back into the middle for Rodriguez. His pass picked off by Wu, and it'll be Ofterheide. He'll look for Schub. It's a bouncing puck off of his stick all the way to the Ducks. Corner it comes. Shuby with the pressure, centering feed. Right there's Carter. A beautiful shot block by Thompson. Keeping it off of the goaltender Toth. Merlot unable to get a boot on it to keep it in, and the Ducks are chasing after. Merlot will possess behind the net. Firing one off to Starr. Starr finds Schub. Schub centering breakout attempt fails, but he stays with it to at least clear the zone before the Ducks regain control. Clark sends it back in. The Penguins pop it back out to the blue line and beyond. That's Gill who dumped it behind the Penguins' net. Picked up behind the Pens' cage. Wrapping it around, firing across ice. A good scoring chance here. Backside. Doesn't connect, and the Penguins clear the zone again. The Ducks put it right back in. This Duck line right now, relentless. It's been a back and forth game. Ducks carrying parts, Penguins carrying parts. Puck cleared, it'll be an icing on the Penguins, and the faceoff will come all the way back to the Penguins' defensive zone. At the Henry Ford American Innovation Museum between games. What a neat facility that is. They've got a bunch of presidential limousines, including the Kennedy limousine, the Rosa Parks bus. They've got planes and trains and automobiles. I think that's a thing. But yeah, it's a very a puck between the Duck defenders' legs. We'll call an icing here, and we'll bring it all the way back to the Pens' end. Pretty neat facility. It's massive, absolutely massive facility with all kinds of stuff. They got just it was a really neat place. If you're ever out in the Detroit area, it's worth a stop. Had a good time. The boys, Cameron and Carter, got to do a IndyCar simulation there. And let's just say neither one of them will be getting their hands on their parents' cars anytime soon. Face-off won by the Ducks, fired in behind the Penguins' net. Armstrong had a bit of a block on it there, and it'll be Sproul coming away with it. He can't get it out of the zone. The Ducks keep the pressure on. Driving off the point, puck rolls off of his stick. It'll be Julius hitting a streaking Armstrong, carrying it into the offensive zone where it's tapped off of his stick by Kang. He'll get it on the half wall. Fires it across to Julius. He's tripped up on the play. No call there as Real will try to pick a corner from a tough angle. Armstrong gets to it, reverses it back. Against the wall, they'll battle. 11 minutes to play. As Sproul comes away with it, drives to the middle, tries a bit of a toe drag that's knocked off of his stick. A backhanded toe drag there. And the Pens will try to regroup. It's Starr trying to hit Armstrong, but it's picked off and sent back in. Icing by the Ducks this time. Pens will complete that line change they were looking for. And they'll get an offensive zone draw to do it. Leaning over the dot will be Paris. The referee instructing the players on where to line up. Paris leans in. The Ducks win it. Back out the center. Kaminsky cuts it off, but goes right to the stick of a streaking Anaheim Duck. That's Buck. Buck the Duck. As it's popped into the corner. Buck will regain control. They play catch. Try to pop it out the other side. Wedged by Paris. Picked up by Kaminsky. His breakout pass stopped by the stick of a Duck. Now Filiaggi will get control. He'll bank it off the boards to Paris. And those boards with the snow just literally gobbling up the puck there as the Pens tried to exit their end. Kaminsky will try now. It'll be off the stick of Evans no further than the point. Stick on puck as it careens into the opposite corner. Penguins can't clear the zone. It's back to the point. Shot from outside, deflects wide of the cage. Kaminsky able to kind of deflect a bit. Evans skates into it, and he's buzzing up through center into the offensive zone. Cutting back to the middle and firing a missile to the glove hand side. A glove saving a beauty there as Evans came right into your living room. A nice step up by Gill to break up the Penguins' break-in attempt. Then the Ducks will fire it all the way back for Merlot. The referee has his arm up again. I think he is adjusting his elbow. His elbow pad must be jacked up. So off the ride, finds Filiaggi. He comes in, breakaway, and it's in the net, folks. Filiaggi gets the goal. It is off the arm of the Duck goaltender, and it's in the net. Filiaggi finishes the breakaway after a phenomenal feed from Rylan Ofterhide, and holy guacamole. An exciting play there as the goaltender Toth tried to yank it right out of the cage. We have a beautiful vantage point for that. As you can see it, yeah, right on the screen you can see is that the stick of the defender gets in there and pulls the puck out. The referee's on the call, and it's 1-0 Penguins. The Ducks win the next draw. They'll carry it back into their own end. Playing it back for Kang. He'll reverse it to Torrey. Pressured by Carter. Bouncing puck out the center, picked up by Merlot. He's pressured immediately. Great job of puck support there by Austin Wu. They'll drive into the Duck zone, crossing with Carter. Looking for a centering feed. Wu keeps possession. As the battle moves to the corner right in front of you folks. Look at that picture. Stepping down, Julius picking it up now. Shub, he'll fire it across for Starr. Weaving into the middle, and his shot just sails wide of the net. Woo to the puck. It'll be Shub now. Bouncing puck gets in towards the net. Torrey can't get control. Shub there to pester him. The Ducks throw it to the opposite corner. It'll be Wu trying to hit Shub. Bach right in front of me here, battling with Shub and Wu. Battle ensues. Sproul comes in support as Wu gets control. Go back to the point for Julius. He'll wind and fire one wide. Sproul gets there. His shot off of a Duck. Shub there, tapping it to Wu. Beautiful save by Toth. Puck loose right in front of the Ducks' cage. It'll be Starr on the half wall. He falls down in that corner. He's able to get right back up and work it to Wu. It's all Penguins right now as it'll be Shub. Shub shot trickles just wide. Wu trying to pull it in to get a shot off, and it's knocked off his stick. Now Julius joins the offensive brigade here. The Ducks get control, and they'll fire it all the way down for icing, and they need a line change. What excitement in this end. What excitement here after the Penguins' goal. That next shift was just relentless. Ducks get a needed line change, and Buckle lean in to take the face-off against Real. Real pops it forward. Gassau picks it up. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, so that's what we're going with, folks. Gassau as the Penguins' Real peels off the wall. First shot knocked him to his knees. Second one comes through, but wide of the cage. Back to the point for Kaminsky to shoot into the middle. That's picked off by a Duck, and back they come. They'll send it into the Pens end, but it's icing. He hadn't gained the red line, so we'll get a defensive zone draw for the Ducks. Not for the Pens, the Ducks. Inside of 6 to play in period 2, a 1-0 Penguins lead. A breakaway goal and a beautiful feed from Ofteride to Filiaggi that went off of the kind of 6-hole blocker side and trickles down. The Ducks are going to take a timeout here. Trailing by 1, just under 6 to play in the period. And we get a Duck timeout. Curious what Colby had for lunch on his way home. He's always wanted to give us the Armstrong menu. Maybe he could text the booth here or toss us a note on the screen here to let us know what he was able to snag on the Ohio Turnpike on the way home. Maybe a little Panera bread. He was super excited about his stop yesterday at some tacos. So it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Penguins. Ducks use their one and only timeout to regroup here, halfway through, a little bit more than halfway through the second period. Penguins lead 1-0. Then the Ducks get a good exit. So if that's what they were looking for, I mean, the Penguins were relentless there that last shift after the goal. So Ducks take a timeout. They try to break some of the Penguins' momentum. They work on a breakout play where they kind of tossed it back and regroup the breakout to the opposite side, changing the passing lanes. And they have it all the way up into the Pens' end. So timeout may be effective there as they get a great scoring chance on a shot from the point by Kang. Jack Reel tries to toss it behind the Ducks defense. He'll get it there on the second attempt, and he'll pressure as the Ducks go D to D. I'm literally shivering down here. It is so cold. Jack Reel gets control and has the puck knocked off his stick to the corner, but he'll gather it there. He rims it for Armstrong, who leaves it up the wall for Merlot, tosses it back to Armstrong. Armstrong cuts to the middle, up to the blue line, where he'll turn all day to fire one in, and the rebound cleared by the Ducks. The Pens defenseman off there had caught up ice in the offensive zone, but he'll be able to get back heavily on the back check. Nice hustle there as the Ducks work it now in the Penguins zone. I think he was trying to get open as Cruz Armstrong had the puck at the point there, and just all day to wind and fire one in on net. Shot from the Ducks' point, blocked by the Penguins' defense. That shot came off the stick of Trompetta, and it's iced by the Penguins as they get the puck out of their end. So halfway through the second period, about 6:30 left, the Ducks took a timeout. And since then, the last minute and a half, they've had a good bit of the play. Paris leans into the face-off dot to the right of Clutter. The Ducks win the draw. Filiaggi immediately out the pressure. Puck picked off by Julius, and he just doesn't get rid of it fast enough. He had Evans and Filiaggi flying up ice for a 2-on-1. Evans will come back and get control. He'll hit Filiaggi. He's blazing up through center into the offensive zone, taps it a little bit further, tries to throw it into the middle looking for Paris. A bouncing puck up the wall, gathered in by Paris. He'll toss it back towards the corner. Banked off the boards and out to center by the Ducks. It'll be Filiaggi covering high on that play to pick it up. Evans gets control, fires it in behind. He's got a streaking Paris. Will be the first one to the puck. Penguins get there in support. Villela keeps control as he comes down the boards. A centering pass picked off by the Ducks, and it'll be a 3-on-2 as they're around Wu. Evans and Kaminsky back defending. And Kaminsky able to dislodge the puck. Evans gets control. He rims it around, but right to a Duck forward. Evans gets to it. He'll go out with speed. He'll dump it in, looking for Wu as he gains center red. Wu will win the race again. Evans twice now with dumps to teammates in space, and the Penguins control the puck. They complete their line changes. Wu tries a give and go with Carter. What a play. The better play by the Duck forward, Buck, who picks it off and fires it all the way into the Penguins' end for Kaminsky. Now Wu, as they try to center one, it'll be picked up and fired right back out by the Penguins off their high. He's got Shoup. Shoup into the middle to Carter. Now Wu, kick save and a beauty. Rebound sitting out front. And it'll be covered by Toth. For the Ducks' sake, I hope it's Toth. Otherwise, it'll be a penalty shot as Thompson lays on top. Shoup gets knocked into the Duck goaltender. Toth has it under the glove. And we get a whistle and a face-off. Referee having a discussion with Thompson. Sproul leans into the face-off dot as they send it over towards Reel. Sproul will kick it back towards Alderheide, picked up by the Ducks, and they'll fire it back out to center. Skating to it, Merlot. Uses his body to protect the puck, weaves back into the middle. He'll loft a backhander into the corner. Penguins didn't have anybody in on the dump and chase, but they'll get Sproul after it as the puck again tied up along those boards in the snow. Merlot was crashing down looking for a puck that's just swiped just by him. That would have been a great scoring chance there for Merlot. A nice read by him. Alderheide sends it back out to center. As the Penguins fire back in, it'll be real. Around one, he sends it off the side of the goaltender and back out to center. Tough angle shot there. Alderheide possesses, gains the red line, dumps it in. Real with speed. Penguins doing a good job on this pressure. A dump and pressure as Torrey turns it over to Armstrong. Armstrong back in front. Bouncing puck kept out by Toth and cleared by the Ducks. Back they come up through center, weaving to the middle. Penguins defense getting a stick on it, knocking the Duck down as another one drives in front and runs into the goaltender. We're going to get a hook on the Penguins. So the Ducks will head to the power play here, their second power play of the game. And it'll be Jake Starr back to the sin bin. His second penalty of this one. We've got about a minute 50, I believe, left in the period. Scoreboard kind of up and behind us. So the Pens looking to kill off another penalty here. Second one of the game. They lead 1-0 late in the second. It'll be Filiaggi, Evans, Villela. And it'll be an icing on the Pens. And Julius, the other defenseman. I wasn't sure if they were going with three forwards again. I thought that was Schub for a second. So your 7 Fields Wealth Management penalty kill, 50. So 50 people watching right now. Make sure you're all subscribers. Click the subscribe button below for me. It'll be Evans to take the face-off. He'll win it straight back. Immediate pressure by the Ducks will force a scrum in the corner. That's kicked out to the other side for Filiaggi. He tries for Evans. It's off of his stick and back towards the Penguins bench. Evans will forecheck. The Ducks will get control, bringing it in the right-hand side, leaving it for Buck. Shot comes in and wide, a clutter to the corner. Picked up by the Ducks, though, on the power play. Out to the point. Filiaggi with the point pressure. That shot sails just wide. Evans will get there, but can't clear. Ducks outnumber the Pens along the boards. Battling to get to it was Julius. The Ducks keep possession, though. Driving back into the middle. Evans knocked down on the play. Backside feed, diving at keep it out is, I think is that Villela? Back to the point. Shot blocked by Filiaggi. Picked up by Julius. Tapped up and banked off the boards by Filiaggi back out the center. Evans will get off for a change. Pens will get a fresh body in Paris on the ice for this PK. Now it's Julius at center. Hounded from behind. Gets it tapped off of his stick. And it's an icing by the Ducks. A power play icing is the Penguins' shorthanded unit. Hounding the Ducks there. 3 seconds left on the Star penalty. Paris with the face-off dot. Won by the Ducks. Torrey will possess behind their net. Penguins, Merlot keeps it in. Penalty over. Penguins trying to get control. It'll be nudged forward now. Evans will get there. Kicking skate. The stick right out the woo! And the net comes off as Evans was shoved into the back. Stay in the play. Face off to the right of the Duck goaltender. Penguins power loading there. Inside position as time winds down. Will end the period. They were really trying to force one in there. And a 2. Penguins leading 1-0 on the breakaway goal by Filiaggi. We do have a report, no food consumed by Mr. Armstrong on the way home. He needs a skate thing.
I don't have it.
Cam has one.
Cam has one.
Well, somebody has to get it out of his bag. Sorry, a little break there. We have a skate issue with one of the players, and they took a quick moment to head to the talent lounge here at the Hazel Park Arena. The Ducks, the Penguins. The Ducks are in that Mighty Duck kind of purple, crisp, slanted uniform with the Duck logo on the chest. Purple, green, and white throughout, and white helmets. The Penguins are in their white reverse retros. The white uniform with Pittsburgh across the chest. The black pants, white socks with black and gold stripes, and the iconic gold Penzelete helmets. Those of you back in Pittsburgh might know the Penguins bringing back the black jersey like this as a third jersey for a few games this year. And they might be, I believe they might actually be wearing them tonight. So tune in for Penguins Ducks tonight, and you might see a similar color combination here as Wu gets the feed from Shub. Drives in right side. He's turned back by a diving Duck defender. He keeps control, feeds it backside, and a bouncing puck eludes the stick of Shub. Back to the point, Star. Back for Shub, another bouncing puck. This one goes all the way to the corner. Nice deception fake there, but right into Wu, taps it backside, and equal to the task is Toth. Penguins are coached by head coach Ray Conway, assistant coaches Jason Julius and Chris Shub. Face off, won by the Pens, but back out the center where Julius will try to set it up. The puck bounces over the stick of Star, so we'll retreat a bit further to the safety behind the net where the breakout will run right through Armstrong, who found Julius. He was stick lifted, but Star there to have it bounce right off of his skate, and back the other way we come in the form of Real, who shoots one down low. Might have been looking for pass-off pads as he had a streaking Sproul headed to the net. Out through center come the Ducks, right through the Star, but cleaned up there by Villela. Clark will pick it up for the Ducks. He winds right off, finds a guy high slot, shot, stick on puck, deflection there by the Pens. High stick, so we'll head all the way to the Ducks end, taking the heat out of this Penguins end in a 1-0 Penguin lead. Armstrong and Sproul. Pressured by Armstrong behind, he'll get control. Weaving off the wall, centering one. Picked off by the Duck defense. And they'll wind things up in their own end. Nice pressure by Sproul, dislodges the puck, and the Penguins keep it in. They've got pressure. Sproul dislodges it again to the corner. Now the Penguins have the puck, centering pass. Right there's Real. His shot down to one knee is kept out. I'm not sure if it was blocked by the goalie or a defenseman, as it's out to Kaminsky for a shot from the point. Puck loose in front, tapped wide of the cage, whistle blows, referee lost sight as a pile of humanity piled up in front of the Duck cage. We get a whistle and a face-off. Sorry, adjusting the mic there, folks. Not trying to blow your speakers out. Thanks for joining us, Cinnamon Swirl TV. We've got camera guy Chris Merlot giving you the zoom and swivel. The zoom and swivel from the end. Producer, CEO, president, chairman of the board, CFO, chief design operator, and Hall of Famer, Nick Paris, running the production, and myself, Jeremy Evans, with the play-by-play. We're missing our one of our members, the one, the only, Colby Armstrong, who's back in Pittsburgh for Penguins Ducks. And we're here in Michigan for Penguins Ducks. A bouncing puck in the Penguin end picked up by Villela. He'll bank it off the boards. Nobody home on the wing side. And back come the Ducks right back in front. Penguins forwards kind of hanging out at center there. It'll be Villela hitting Reel, and he'll fly into the offensive zone left side. Carries wide, centers one. It's off the gut goaltender in behind. Armstrong picks it up. He's spun around, and back come the Ducks. Pass to the middle. Carried to the outside, centering feed. Tying up the streaking Duck was Ofterhide. Reel will pick it up. He'll rim it around for Filiaggi. Filiaggi tied up on the wall, but able to tap it forward to Reel. He has Evans. He'll carry it himself instead. Weaving in, shooting one between the legs of the defender. Picked up by Evans, who fires one wide of the net as he got to the rebound. Filiaggi back to back pressure as the Ducks retreat a bit. They'll do that. We've seen it a couple times where they'll actually go further back a little bit more aggressively than most teams to try to regroup as Ofterhide will pick the puck up. The Penguins defenseman weaving into the offensive zone. He's hauled down, and the Pens are going to go to the Sir Pizza power play. If you're at Sir Pizza, I would be willing to bet this game may be on the big screens there as you're enjoying a frosty cold beverage, a pizza or hoagie of your choosing. Our good friends at Sir Pizza bring you this Sir Pizza power play. $11:13 to play, third period. Penguins lead 1-0. They need kind of a breakthrough here. Popped into the corner. Evans gets possession. Double team behind the net. And it'll rim around for Parrish, who's able to get it to Julius, over to Starr. Starr winding, firing. His shot blocked out front, and back come the Ducks. Good hard low shot by Starr. The Ducks gain center red and dump it in, though. Penguins will have to go 200 feet. Off the boards to Evans. He just swipes at it and turns it over. And it's tied up. Starr to Evans. He'll find a Filiaggi cutting across into the offensive zone, carried to the corner. Nice poke check by Paris. Penguins work it back to the point, Villela. They'll set it up with 40 seconds left. Kaminsky will loft one towards the net that's in behind. Prefer to see a little more puck possession there. Bit of an off-balance shot by Kaminsky. He'll crash down the boards in the corner and keep it in, though. The Ducks gain possession and carry it all the way out. They'll fire it in. It's icing. And we'll go back to the Pens' end. Offensive zone draw for the Penguins. Woo, 11 seconds left on the power play. Ducks making a late change. Woo, on the draw, comes right to Carter, who shovels one wide of the cage. Penguins have missed a bunch of nets here. Ducks get control, and it's a dangerous situation as a Duck comes out of the box. And they pick him up just as he steps on the ice. It creates a 2-on-1. Ducks into the zone. Shot blocked by a diving Merlot. Ducks control. Rodriguez behind. Back to the point. It's Thompson. Back for Rodriguez. And it's Duck pressure now. Pop to the corner. Gathered in by Anaheim. They play give and go. Nice give and go there. Rodriguez back to Thompson. Pressured by Carter, so he'll toss it D to D. Shot comes from outside. That's blocked by Merlot, and he'll fire back up ice. He's pickpocketed from behind. A nice poke check there. And he stays right with the play and works it back out to Shub. Picked up by the Ducks D, and they'll come blazing into the Penguins' end. Trying to dance around off their eye is Gill, and it's ultimately rimmed around by the Ducks to be picked up by Merlot. His toss to Shub. He's falling. He got sent falling to the ice by a Duck forward. As the Ducks are now in on a relentless forecheck, Wu will dig it out. Up for Shub. Now Wu. Sproul hanging out at the Duck blue line is offside. Having a latte up there. Faceoff will come back to center ice where the pass originated. Faceoff one back to Starr. He'll drive the left side. Real filling for him. Actually now Sproul as they switch. Starr to the corner. Winds up and absolutely comes off the corner and lasers one. That's a laser from the Constellation kid, Jake Starr, making it 2-0 Penguinis. There was no doubt about that one. Julius will get to the puck. The Pens defense impacting this one. Sproul with the pressure. Penguin and a Duck collide. The Ducks will work it around the opposite side. Starr picks it up. Real. Now Sproul. Real pressuring. All the way back for Real in the Penguins' end. He'll snap it over to Kaminsky. He'll find Real blazing through center. He's got the wheels. Bit of that deception as he crosses over. It's knocked off his stick to the corner, but Sproul will be in after it. His pressure forces the puck over to Real. Into the corner, twist the Ducks. Trying to get out. Penguins lead 2-0. Crossing back and forth. Now Villela. Sending it in front is a Duck. Unable to get a stick on it. Was a Duck forward, but Gill able to stymie Real as he exits the zone. And the Ducks are kind of 1-on-4 here in the middle of a change. Armstrong couldn't get it out. It slides under the stick of Villela, and it's the Ducks with a fresh line and the puck. Rodriguez leaving it for Kim. Villela there. Filiaggi steps back, and the Pens are headed up ice. Penguins need to get a change. Sproul and Real at the end of a very long shift. I see Real gets off. Sproul continues all the way into the Duck zone. The Ducks will look to come back. Sproul will get that change now. Off the boot of Paris, picked up by Evans, who's blazing cross ice through center. He'll dangle one back inside and fire one blocker side that's kept out by the stick. Following on was Paris for the rebound, and he knocks it in behind for Filiaggi. Now Evans, stopping, starting, working out of a hook, cutting to the middle, firing one over the net. That's picked up by Ofterhide in the corner. He'll twist and turn. Leave it behind for Filiaggi. Filiaggi dances one way, comes out the other, and the Ducks get control and just loft it out, a bit of a Murphy dump out to center. Picked up by Merlot. He finds Evans into the zone. He's got Filiaggi driving. He hits him with one, and it's sent just wide of the cage. Back come the Ducks. Flying V through center. Defended well by Julius. Evans now dislodges the puck at center for Filiaggi, who cuts to the middle. Knocked down was Evans. Back up off of Starr. Starr into the offensive zone, right side. Wraps around behind. Starr with the puck. He'll fire one low. It's just past the stick of Wu, who's crashing the net. 4:30 to play here in Michigan as the Penguins lead the Ducks 2-0. Cinnamon Swirl TV. Swirly Nation here. As it's Schub with the puck. He's hammered a bit against the wall as they play, kind of pop back and forth. Good physical play. Not nothing that was dirty. Just a good hard physical play. The Ducks get to the puck. Pressure from Carter, and it's Penguins pinning the Ducks in here. Penguins are getting a D change. Centering pass to a streaking Villela, whose one-timer's kicked out by Toth. Villela back in behind the cage, bumped to the ice. Walled off for the Penguins in a battle along the wall. And we'll get a whistle as the puck is tied up underneath of a fallen Penguin and a line change. Face-off will come outside of the Duck zone. It'll be real. Banking it off the wall to Villela. Nice D-to-D play to get it to Kaminsky, who finds Armstrong, who's able to get it all the way to the Ducks' corner, and the Penguins go back in on the forecheck. This time the Ducks will counterattack, knocking it free. It's a potential 4-on-2. Back-checking heavily is Armstrong. The Ducks working it to the middle, now to the corner. Lofted out to the outside, turning it back on a D-to-D play, but luckily Sproul up at that blue line to pick it off. He'll find Armstrong. Offensive zone, he'll loft one in on net off the blocker. Rebound sits free, and it's cleared by Anaheim. Clock ticks inside of 2.5 minutes, or 2 minutes and 50 seconds as I shiver uncontrollably behind this net. It is freezing back here. The Ducks free one up in front, and what a save! Sweet buttery crumpets! Preston Clutter with the glove. As the Penguins defenseman Ofterad was banged into the boards, he was unable to recover. They created a 2-on-1 with a center tap to a streaking Duck, who he was able to make the first save, but even more impressive on the rebound follow-up, he's flashing the leather. And Clutter keeps it 2-0. Filiaggi dislodges it. It'll be cleared by Julius. He'll fire it up through center into the Ducks zone. Filiaggi able to get a butt to the puck. And the Pens will dump it back into the Ducks zone where two players down on a bit of a scrum along the wall. Popped up in the air, glove down by the Ducks and thrown back out to center. It'll be another 2-on-1. This time all the way to the corner, centering feed off of Clutter, kept out of the net by the Pens defense. They're back to the point. Starr lost his stick. Parrish will get there. He'll bank it off the boards. He's got Evans. Evans to center ice for Filiaggi, who drives in, cuts to the outside. Knocked off of his stick, but the Penguins with possession here. Rims around for Evans coming up the wall. He falls on that ice along the boards. It's just tricky. Evans with the puck pressure, dislodges it for a moment. The Ducks get it right back. Now it'll be Schub. Looking up, he's got Evans, he'll find him. Evans into the offensive zone with the puck. Carrying it, stopping and starting, pulling it back. High slot, beautiful play there. Penguins shoot, but the shot kept out. Battle down low, 1 minute to play here in the third period. Penguins lead 2-0. Woo. If the Penguins can keep it in the Ducks' end, they won't even be able to pull the goalie as Villela winds off the wall, fires one in. The Ducks will look to counterattack. It'll be up the wing around Kaminsky. Pressuring, shot in, off Villela, kept out, rebound sitting loose. Woo! Bumped from behind, puck to the wall. Ducks leaving their goalie in. And it'll be Carter pressuring the puck out to the blue line and all the way out to center. Nice stick-to-itiveness there. They'll wind in. Villela will get control. He'll go heavy off the boards. And the Ducks will dump it back in the corner. 3, 2, and 1. Kaminsky will have the puck in behind the Penguins' net as time expires, and the Penguins give up 0.0 goals on the day. Mr. Blutarski has no grade point average. Back-to-back shutouts for the Pittsburgh Penguins elite here in Detroit. And we're back here tomorrow morning in the 11 o'clock hour to take on Little Caesars, who's going to be coming. Penguins have had the better of the Caesars team this season, but they'll be ready to fire out against these Pens. So join us tomorrow morning, and then we get the long trek home from Detroit. The handshake line here. Also tune in to Penguins Ducks later on this evening, the NHL version. Thanks for joining us, Cinnamon Swirl TV, a Cinnamon Swirl production.